Hello my people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy and excited to be back and to our continuing topic, that is friendship. I say this is a very large topic and I felt it's good I just be so particular on handling each and every issue as it is. And today I'll get to talk about, are there like set rules? Are there like restrictions? Are there like regulations we need to have in friendship? As much as at times we get to casualize friendship so much, are there things that we need to like set and say, this one is okay, this one is not okay. When we do this, our friendship will work. When we do this, our friendship will not work. Because as I said, friendship is something that we need to be so intentional about. And I said again that how we so at times so intentional on making our love relationship work, the same way we should be so intentional on making our friendship work. Because we hear out at times calling friendships fake and toxic, and we forget on how much we are expected to be doing. So what are things that at times we should like sit and say, this one should be done, this one should not be done, this one can work, this one cannot work. It's not like we call them at times unwritten rules of friendship, because you not like state them, but we should have them in our minds. They are unwritten, they are unspoken, things at times that we never want to speak about, and they're so real. And they are things that at times when we get to follow them in one or another, our friendship will work. And to start with, one rule of friendship, something that at times should cut across each and every friendship, is communication. That is a rule of friendship. Communication is something that is always very key. Communication, I mean that you must have meetups. You must be meeting to talk. If you don't do that, do calls. I expect a friend is someone you meet severally, as someone you call severally, someone at times you video call, someone at times you send voice notes, someone you send SMS to. It's someone you have to keep on talking, because there's no way a friendship gonna thrive if there's no communication. So that is number one rule in friendship. If you're not ready to communicate, please don't befriend someone, because in one or another you'll be a fake friend. In one or another you'll be that friend that no one wants to be close to. So that is something that is very key, communication. Just know, if at all you want you want your friendship to work, if at all you want your friendship to like last strong, always have communication as your number one goal and rule. As we said, communication is number one. Number two, a rule in friendship is listening. Listening is something that will always be key and part and parcel of friendship, because if you don't listen, listening is very key in communication, in friendship. So you must be a good listener if you want a healthy friendship. Those are the common that I want to talk about. And then there are other that I feel there are needs, there are things we should emulate for us to have long-lasting friendship. And what are these? One and foremost, let's say we have a friendship, we are two or we are three of us. It's always so long when you'll be this person, maybe we are three of us and your friends, and you get that other friend who is not common to us, and you bring them into our friendships without notifying us. This is something that at times people really do. She is your friend, and we don't have issues with you having her as your friend. And what at times is not okay is bringing that friend to our friendship. You have not consulted us, you have not get to hear of us whether we need her in our friendships, And every time we are hanging out, you come with her. Every time we have our own meetups, now the three of us, you come with her, or the two of us. And I'm like, yes, you want her to fit in our friendship, but it's always very important to first come and be like, I have so and so. She is a good person, and I feel she can fit into our friendship. She values this, she does this, and you get to hear our side of story. This is something that kills friendship so much. That's why you always say that when friendship at times it exists 3-4 people, at times you hear people say that that is not friendship. It's because at times there are people who feel like they become like the leader of this friendship. They are making decisions for the others. No. Especially that thing of bringing another friend into our friendship. Never bring a friend into our existing friendship when you have not consulted everyone who is in that place. Maybe even it's a certain kind of friends who you are brought together by a certain common goal, and you bring someone else who maybe is not even in that goal that you have. In one or another, she'll come or he'll come to break that thing that you have. So it's always very important. If you want someone to join you, if you see that extra person who you relate to that other place and you feel they are fit for that group that you are in of friends, it's always good to come and consult them. It's always good to come and ask them whether they need that extra person, because at times it's annoying and you'll get the others offended because they'll be like, you never asked. They will feel insecure because it's okay, this is your friend, you're free to, but then they are not. Give them time at times to allow that extra person into their life circles. And that happens a lot, and it's good at times we be vigilant about that. Another set, like a rule we should have at times, it's at times knowing our boundaries as friends. There are lanes we don't cross to. There are extents we don't go. At times there are points we don't get to. Always know where to stop at. Yes, this is your friend, but in one or another, it's always very important to give them their space. Don't be so much into them. Don't be like, there is no that demarcation. At times, especially like now when we are getting to, we are adults and such, like, you'll be friends with someone. This is someone, maybe they have a boyfriend, maybe they have a husband, they're married, and in one or another, you want to be too much into their life. You want even to be in the life of the husband. You want to be in the life of the children. And you feel so mandated to everything that belongs to that friend of yours. May it be their house, may it be their what. When at times you go to their house, maybe this is someone who is married, you are into their bedroom. This is a bedroom that belongs to a married couple. At times there are some things we need to restrain ourselves into. Don't be too much to this person. Always know where to keep boundary. As much as you're friends and you're free, always know where to have a close ring and be like, no, beyond there, no. Because at times, these are some of the things that breaks friendship. Because you don't respect the boyfriend, you don't respect the girlfriend, you don't respect the husband, the wife. And at times, in one another, this friendship will break. You don't respect even their space at their home. At times, you always, at times, visiting them, even in the odd times, in the odd hours, times that they need to be having family time with you there. It's always good at times to know when to cross when you're crossing the lane. Have boundaries. At times you get to set those boundaries according to that other person. Get to know when to just distance yourself. At times this is something that people are not vigilant about, and at times it gets offending. Always have those set boundaries. Don't be like, she's my friend, he's my friend. Those are the things that at times they look petty, but they get to break in the friendships. Something else that we need to have, like as a rule or something that at times, it's not a rule, but it's something that needs to be a rule. At times, let's say for an instance, I get this friend of mine, and this, as we're talking, I get a common friend. It's something that always happens and it always breaks friendship. If a friend has a friend, maybe I have a friend who's a lady, and this lady introduces me to some friends who are male, and one or another, the male friend gets to like me, or maybe he starts approaching me, and maybe we want to have a relationship and such like. At times these are things, if at all I value my friend, there are some things you really need to avoid. at times dating the friends that belong to her, at times even having, if let's say someone never introduces me to a friend, let's say me, I'm Leah, I have a friend who is called Mercy, and now Mercy happens to have maybe colleagues or people or other friends even that she has. Mercy introduces me to another friend of hers who is not my common friend. Maybe this friend is called who? Maybe she's called Anne. Now, I didn't know Anne. I got to know Anne through Mercy. And now, all of a sudden, Anne becomes my friend. And we even start having meetups when Mercy doesn't know. I always find that as betrayal. And these are things that we need to avoid. It's okay, and we may have things that we have interest in, but anytime we are even meeting with Anne, anytime at times we are even planning something to do with Anne, I should let Mercy know. Because in one or another, it's Mercy who I got to know and made me to know Anne. These are times, things that we do, they get to ruin our friendships and we don't get to know. It's always very important. I should not bypass Mercy when I'm having any kind of plans with Anne. Because I don't want her to feel sidelined. I don't want her to feel like we have now like extracted her from friendship. We know like this is the friendship that is always working. Anytime I'm getting to meet this Anne, Mercy should know. I should like tell her, you know what? Today we have something we're gonna be discussing with Anne. We'll be meeting in town from this time and this given time. Because I don't want her to ever hear how we met or how someone got to so us with so and she wasn't aware. That's where at times friendships get to break. It's something that we always really avoid a lot. I always say, even if now this is my Mercy, my friend, and now the friend maybe she introduced me to now is a guy, is now a gent, and maybe we get to have common interest with this guy, Mercy should be very much involved whenever we are having at times coffee or we are meeting with this person. Yeah, I don't want to feel like one thing I can't to separate your friendship. I can't like make it's always very important. Some things are always good to consider. It's considered wise of us, and it feels that this person always values you. So it's always good. Maybe at times even it's siblings. Mercy has introduced me to her sisters or to her brothers. I should not just be there interacting with the sisters and the brothers when she doesn't know. You know, these are things that are times that happen, and in one way or another, I'll get to lose Mercy because of the people that she introduced me to. And if I value Mercy, there are things I'll not do. There are things I'll avoid. Because I value that friendship, because I value her as a friend. So at times if you ever get to see someone who is doing such, that's what times you always get to see that you even get to have some kind of quarrels in that. You even date someone, maybe now Mercy is my friend. I get myself, maybe she had a boyfriend, they were not getting along with the boyfriend, and I get myself even dating that boyfriend, and I will always ask myself, where do it ever get to reach to this point? Me and Mercy, we are friends. This is a person they were dating. Maybe this was an ex of hers. How do I go ahead and date such a person? How? At times, these are things that will tell you that this is not a friend. Because if a friend ever sidelines you to such kind of manner that he or she cannot respect you to avoid some things. Because I'll avoid, if this is Mercy, if there's a man he or she ever had relation to, or even a liking or something, that is someone that I should never even have to date, because I respect our friendship. Even if they were in love how many years back and they got to like part ways, that is not someone I should date. And the same way happens to at times to, let's say, even the other way around to gentlemen. At times you friends, you guys, and me, I have a friend who is a male, and in one or another he has friends. He introduces me to his friends, and from nowhere, for this one was a friend, we were not dating or anything, I start now dating one of his friends in his circles. I don't understand. I have a friend here, maybe its name is called Peter. Peter introduces me to his friends. We were just friends, there's nothing that was involved. Now, these friends that he has introduced me to, these are his boys, people that he always hang out with, people at times you always be happy with. I start now dating one person from his friends, surely. How do you expect them to relate now? I have ruined their friendship also, because how will they be friends and now I'm dating one of the guys? So these are things at times we do and they ruin our friendship. And it's good at times to always value friendships. And there are some things that we can avoid. There are some things that we can at times say no to ensure that our friendship works. Especially that thing. It's something that we shouldn't do. It's never said, but we should have it at the back of our mind. And the other rule that we should always have is keeping secrets. That is something that we should all know. If at all you want a friend, if at all you want friendship, just run to keep secrets. Just run to keep things to yourself. Just run to at times assume you didn't know. Not that if each and everything that you get to be told you must share it outside. Assume that that person didn't tell you. Keep those things to yourself. That is a character that will make you feel you need a friend and you can be a friend. So if you don't keep secrets, that one no. So those are like 5 unsaid and unspoken rules that we should have. As we have said, one and foremost, keep secrets. Second, be a listener. 3, communication. 4, always know where to set boundaries. Don't just be into someone's life and you feel you are mandated to everything. No. Know when to avoid and when to do. Have boundaries and give that other person space. And the 5th at times, know who to relate to and who not to relate to. Respect that your friend's space, respect his friends, respect his family, and always have that kanikaden. You cannot go beyond there. Those are some things that at times will help us keep friendships. It's some things at times we really neglect. And I say we neglect them because we are so self-centered. When you think about the other person, these are things you'll avoid. These are things that you'll not do. So let's embrace having those set them in your mind. When you have that extra person who is a friend, always be vigilant on those things. And that was that for today. Until next time, bye-bye.